Postner. But first, you got to see this. Star power. Luka's Laker playoff debut. And yeah, LeBron was there too, and so was Ant-Man. T-Wolves, Lakers, game 1 in LA. And Luka getting it going early. Swish for the 3. Lakers up 8. Next possession puts Rudy Gobert in the spin cycle and nails the jumper. 16 points in the first for Luka. Lakers up 7 after 1. Early second quarter, the T-Wolves happened. Jaden McDaniels looking for his spot. Fadeaway jumper, money. T-Wolves down 5. 10 minutes left in the second. Julius Randle over to Naz Reid. Deep 3 from the big man, 29 feet out, and gets it. T-Wolves up 1. Then Dante DiVincenzo said, hey, Naz, you can hit threes? I give it to you. Boom. Corner 3 right there. T-Wolves up 13. Final seconds of the first half. Now Dante's like, from 33 feet out. Nails the 3. 11 made threes for the T-Wolves in the first half, and they were up 11 at halftime. Third quarter, 8 minutes left. Lakers down 20. Now watch Jaden McDaniels' defense on Luka right here. Gets him to lose the ball, and then Mike Conley gets it and gets a 3. McDaniels held Luka to 2 for 7 shooting with 2 turnovers. T-Wolves up 23. Here's LeBron trying to get the steal. Not going to happen. Edwards for 3 right there. T-Wolves up 26 on the Lakers at home. And then here's Ant-Man driving, missing, but stays on the floor. Look back at this one. He's grabbing his calf and then his foot. Went straight to the locker room. Limps off. All of Minnesota holding their breath as he walks out. But final seconds of the third. Lakers down 19. Luka from half court. Yo! Banks it in at the buzzer. Cashing in from deep. Had 37 on the night. And with all that, Lakers down 16 after 3. Edwards, look who's back. Checking in early fourth quarter and gets right to work. Fadeaway jumper. T-Wolves up 14. Then 8 minutes left in the fourth. Nickeil Alexander-Walker to Edwards for 3. And Edwards taunting Luka. Yeah, look what I can do. Had 22 points, 9 assists, 8 boards on the night, did Ant-Man. And then Edwards over to Naz Reid. Told you can hit threes, hit 6 of them for 23 points. And then McDaniels. Floater game on point. 25 points for him. T-Wolves win big, 117-95. And here's LeBron postgame.
What message would you have to fans that are kind of seeing everyone picking the Lakers now and everything like that?
No message, man. They still got the Lakers. The Lakers supposed to win. That's just how it's supposed to go. We're not supposed to be here, so we're just going to compete to the best of our ability. We got a great group of guys, but it wasn't tonight. I learned that in training camp. You know, it just takes a minute for us to gel. It's a new team. So, yeah, it just took a minute for us to figure each other out, and I feel like now we're rolling.
We met the intensity, what they were bringing to the table. We met the physicality with physicality, and started to get up into them. Allowed us to get some turnovers, allowed us to get some extra possessions, and they allowed us to get back into the game. So, like I said, sometimes it takes a quarter, 2 quarters, a full game to get used to playoff basketball once again. So it shouldn't be no surprise on Tuesday.
It's not to say our guys weren't ready to withstand a playoff level basketball game. We were mentally ready. I thought our spirit was right. I thought even when they made runs, our huddles were great. The communication was great. I'm not sure physically we were ready, if that makes sense.
No, it sort of does. And just how important was Saturday's win for Minnesota? Well, for LeBron in his postseason career, his teams have a series record of 29-2 when winning Game 1, including 20 straight series wins. Now, on the other hand, teams that take Game
tickets now, Wolves dominate, take over in the third quarter, and blow the game open. Well, actually, they took over in the second quarter and blew the game wide open. Outscored the Lakers by 18 in the second quarter after being down by 7. And they really never look back after that, and they win 117-95. It was a balanced effort. You got 16 from Julius Randle, 25 from Jaden McDaniels, who was 11 of 13, 3 of 3 from the 3. Ant-Man, he wasn't efficient shooting the ball, but he was dominant as his normal self. 22 points, and it was Naz Reid coming off the bench, 8 of 12 from the field, 6 of 9 from the 3 23 points. The Lakers, with the exception of Luka, nobody really played well. And in order for them to get back in this series, because the home team has lost home court in the first game, and normally that's not what you want to see, but they still got a ways to go. This is an absolute must on Monday night, Joe. They've got to get this game. But LeBron, AR, and they got to get some help from the bench. But watching this game, tell me, what did you see? What did you like about what you saw from Minnesota, and what didn't you like about what you saw from the Lakers?
I smell trouble for the Lakers, man. We've seen the Minnesota Timberwolves being in this position, knocking off teams, whether it was Phoenix, whether it was Denver. So, and man, he known to go in somebody else's building, steal some wins, play very effective basketball. Even though he didn't shoot well, I thought he put so much pressure on the rim and created so many other opportunities for other guys. But man, if you got Nas Reed and McDaniel's gonna shoot like that from three,
you in trouble.
You're gonna be in trouble. It's gonna be hard for you to win that game. So those guys were very efficient tonight, and they just outplayed the Lakers. The Lakers look lethargic. They just didn't, outside of Luka having that great first run, outside of that, they looked like they were stuck in mud a little bit to me.
Yeah, they didn't match. They need to understand this is the playoffs. This ain't no regular season.
Yeah.
It's different. And they didn't come out, they came out really good in the first quarter, but that second quarter, and we know the Lakers, after watching them all year, Joe, they're going to have a quarter where they take it completely off.
Yeah.
Now, it's normally the third or the fourth quarter. It's not normally the first half. Yeah. It's normally they come out at the half or or the fourth quarter. But we saw this turn of events in the second quarter where they ended up giving up 38 points. After giving up 21 in the first quarter, they gave up 38. And then they gave up another 35 in the third quarter. So they gave up, 73 points in 2 quarters. Ocho, watching this game, what's your takeaway?
Listen, first off, the Lakers didn't come out and match the Wolves' intensity, huh? The intensity. Nope. Listen, on both sides of the court, there was no intensity. They didn't play defense very well. Nobody played well on the Lakers offensively outside of Luka. So if LeBron is off, then if LeBron is off and Luka's on, somebody else has to come. It got to be AR, it got to be Rui, somebody has to have some points collectively as a group if your starters aren't firing on all cylinders. Ant-Man doesn't have a good game. Hell, Reed comes off the bench and he cutting the fool. McDaniel's playing well. It was just a bad game all around for the Lakers in general. And normally, when you have home court advantage and you playing at home, you don't want the away team to steal a game at home. You don't want that to happen. So they already put themselves out in a hole. So Monday night, like you said, they got to have it. If they lose Monday night's game, they're gonna be in a heap of trouble.
Hey, you see, it's hard to play Jackson Hayes when you switching all them pick and rolls and you ain't giving up them lob threats.
Yeah,
pressure on the rim.
It is, and plus the thing, I think they're switching. They're too easy switching. I mean, as soon as the guy starts to show, they go ahead and switch it. No, bro, fight on the top. Don't give up. You copping out. You wussing out on us. Don't do that. Hey, Finney Smith, don't pass that off to Gabe Vincent. Don't pass that off to Luka. No, fight through that.
Yeah.
Them little soft picks they sitting Joe. Come on, bro. You got to go harder than that now, because it's easy. Oh, you just back away. You go ahead and take it. That's what Ant want. And you see, they keep calling Luka. Nah, we want Luka. And they're going to keep, no matter who he's guarding, they try to put him on the weak. Man, they putting what's old boy name? Rudy Gobert. Man, they bringing Rudy Gobert damn near at the damn half court to set a pick because they're like, hey, we want whoever Luka is guarding, you're going to be the pick guy.
Right.
Or Gabe Vincent, because Gabe is 6 foot tall if we were lucky. And so, but they got to fight. I think they just got to fight hard over the pick. Now, look, if a team going to be knocking down those threes like they're knocking down, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. It's not like the Lakers shot particularly bad from the three, but when you let a team shoot 20, make 21 of them, and they shoot 50%, they shoot 50% from the floor, well, you got your work cut out.
They couldn't get no stops. Couldn't get no stops.
Couldn't get none. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So if you keep taking the ball out the net, man, it's going to slow our offense down a little more. They already a little small, so, through movement, it's great for them. So you got to use misses as like fast breaks. and they've been great at that. But hey, man, Timberwolves wasn't missing tonight. Them boys locked in. I like it. But
the only hey Joe and Unc, the only way the Lakers were gonna find any chance or have any chance of getting back in this game is they were gonna have to steal points in transition. That was the only way, and they weren't able to do that.
Well, they have to get some stops. And like Joe said, when you're taking the ball out of the net, they couldn't get any stops.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple of times they forced a miss, but you don't realize you've done nothing until you gain possession of the basketball. So even if you force a miss, if you don't gain possession of the basketball, you've done absolutely nothing.
Right.
And they wind them down a couple of times late in the clock, and they hit some threes, Joe. You know, it's demoralizing, especially in your building. If you wind them down and you got them shooting the ball with 1-2 seconds on the clock, and they splashing threes or they're making out, I mean, you're like, damn, well, what I got to do, bro? I mean, come on now. We don't wind them down. We took them out, grind them to the nub, and then they making shots like that. They got a big boost.